Love affairs, drug-fueled scandals, and some of the greatest hits of the 1960s define the Mamas and the Papas. John Phillips, the leading man and primary songwriter of the group, lived a tumultuous personal and professional life.
The thing about it is that my dad was a tortured genius.
He left his first wife to marry Michelle Phillips, and their union led to the creation of the iconic band. However, behind the scenes, chaos ensued.
John is having some emotional problems right now.
Michelle, a believer in free love, engaged in numerous affairs after marrying John.
And then, of course, it didn't help that Denny and I had an affair, and that kind of upset everybody.
Most notably, she began an affair with Denny Doherty, the group's other male member, which caused tension within the band. The situation deeply affected everyone involved, particularly Mama Cass Elliot, who had unrequited feelings for Denny.
I betrayed John, and I betrayed Cass, my best friend, and Denny betrayed his best friend, and he betrayed Cass, who was in love with him, and it was very messy.
The strain eventually proved too much, and John and Michelle divorced in 1969. John then spiraled into a haze of drug and alcohol abuse that ended only after he served a prison sentence.
Yeah, well, it turns out that, finally the doctor who was treating me said, none of this will stop until you stop, because everyone's trying to emulate your behavior to get your attention.
Years of substance abuse took a severe toll on his health, and he passed away at the age of 65 from heart failure.
I believe that he was a man who was ravaged by drugs and alcohol.
Following his death, his eldest daughter, Mackenzie Phillips, made a shocking allegation. She claimed to have endured a decade-long drug-fueled incestuous relationship with her father.
My relationship with my father was not consensual. What I've learned is that there is no such thing as consensual incest.
According to Mackenzie, the relationship ended only after she became pregnant and underwent an abortion arranged by John.
I loved my father. I absolutely loved my father, but he wasn't a good man.
She was able to regain her sobriety and rebuild her life only after 11 stints in rehab.
Me forgiving my father allowed me to have freedom.
Though her accusations were met with skepticism, they cast a dark shadow over John's legacy.
It was over, and it was too late to say anything about it. It seems to be the story of my life. That I don't realize how important things were to me until it's too late to make amends, really.
Cass Elliot, affectionately known as Mama Cass, was the heart and soul of the group.
Everybody knows I'm Mama Cass.
With her radiant smile, magnetic personality, and unforgettable vocals, she became a powerhouse.
Dream a little dream of me.
When Denny suggested adding Cass to the group in 1965, John initially resisted, believing her weight might harm their image. Despite her success, she was constantly fat-shamed and desperate to lose weight.
I hadn't been able to eat anything. Ordinarily, I know you wouldn't think that was such a hardship for me.
Though she managed to shed 100 pounds from her original 300-pound frame, this drastic weight loss caused complications, including a stomach ulcer and throat issues.
My blood sugar level dropped or something, and I just sort of tipped over.
Tragically, she died in her sleep of a heart attack at the age of 32.
She died of her own weight. Her involuntary muscle system just stopped going, and she stopped breathing.
Despite their complex legacy, the music of the Mamas and the Papas will remain unforgettable.